Throughout his entire life, Tamerlane was a raging storm, a force no kingdom could withstand. He swept across empires, shattered mighty armies, and carved his name into history with the blood of those who stood against him, from the Golden Horde to India, from Persia to the Ottoman Empire. No one dared challenge him. But even the greatest conqueror cannot defeat his final opponent, death. In 1405, as he prepared for a massive campaign to conquer China, a mysterious illness struck his powerful body. And soon, he surrendered to the one fate no warrior can escape. His soldiers carried him back to Samarkand, where he was buried inside a grand mausoleum known as Gur-e-Amir, a tomb wrapped in shadows, mystery, and fear. And there, the legend was born. Whispers spread of Tamerlane's deadly curse. If this tomb is ever disturbed, a terrible war will erupt. For 500 years, no one dared to even approach it. But, in June 1941, Joseph Stalin, driven by motives no one fully understands, sent a scientific mission to Samarkand to open the tomb. Officially, it was for a historical exhibition. But people whispered of something far more tempting. A hidden treasure, buried beside the mighty conqueror. On the night before the tomb was opened, the mission's photographer, Malik Kayumov, stepped into an old cafe in Samarkand. Inside he found a group of elderly men. One of them, an old man with piercing eyes, looked at him and asked quietly, yet with chilling weight, "Are you the ones planning to open Tamerlane's grave?" When Kayumov nodded, the man pulled out an ancient manuscript and read with a solemn, echoing voice, "Those who open the tomb shall be defeated by an enemy far more terrifying than I." A cold shiver ran through Kayumov. He rushed to warn the scientists, but they only laughed. To them, it was nothing but superstition. On the morning of June 22nd, just 2 days after the tomb was opened, the unimaginable happened. Nazi forces stormed into the Soviet Union in a massive invasion called Operation Barbarossa. And suddenly, whispers began spreading through soldiers and civilians alike. Tamerlane's curse has awakened. War was blazing, death swept across the land. Even Kayumov, the expedition's photographer, volunteered to head to the front lines and film the battles himself. By the fall of 1942, he met Marshal Zhukov and told him everything about the curse. Within days, the story reached Stalin. Now, Stalin was not a man who believed in omens or legends, but even he knew that some things should never be taken lightly. So he immediately ordered Tamerlane's remains to be returned to Samarkand. And on November 20th, 1942, the conqueror was placed back in his resting place, his fate once again intertwined with the fate of war. That very day, Soviet forces launched their massive counterattack at Stalingrad. A turning point that led to victory after victory. Until Berlin finally fell in May 1945. Today, Tamerlane's remains lie untouched in the Gur-e-Amir mausoleum, exactly where they belong. Yes, we live in an age ruled by science and logic, and many of us laugh at the idea of curses. But ask yourself, is it really wise to test fate?